Structure and components of social welfare administration. Part 1. Structure of social welfare administration. Meaning. Social welfare administration refers to the organized process of planning, implementing, and evaluating social policies and programs that aim to improve the well-being of individuals and communities. It involves governmental and non-governmental organizations, NGOs, working together to provide welfare services. The structure of social welfare administration typically includes policy formulation by the government, program implementation by welfare agencies, and service delivery through various institutions. It functions at different levels, central, state, and local, ensuring services reach the intended beneficiaries. It comprises legislative, executive, and administrative bodies, including ministries, welfare departments, NGOs, and community organizations, working collaboratively to address social issues like poverty, education, health, and employment. Welfare services and service providers. Meaning. Welfare services are organized programs and initiatives designed to support individuals and communities in need, ensuring their basic necessities and rights. These services include education, healthcare, employment assistance, housing, and financial aid to vulnerable populations such as the poor, elderly, disabled, and marginalized groups. Service providers include government agencies, NGOs, international organizations, private institutions, and community-based groups. For example, government-run welfare programs like the Public Distribution System, PDS, in India provide food security, while NGOs such as CRY, Child Rights and You, work on child welfare. International organizations like UNICEF and WHO also contribute to welfare services globally, ensuring health, education, and social protection for disadvantaged communities. Types of welfare services and their delivery with examples. Education. Services, free primary education, scholarships, midday meal schemes, adult literacy programs. Delivery, public schools, private institutions, government programs. Example, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, India, free school lunch program, USA. Social security/income transfer. Services, pensions, unemployment benefits, disability allowances, maternity benefits. Delivery, government schemes, provident funds, insurance schemes. Example, Employees Provident Fund, EPF, in India, Social Security System, USA. Health and nutrition. Services, free healthcare, immunization, maternal and child health programs, nutrition support. Delivery, public hospitals, community health centers, NGOs. Example, Ayushman Bharat Scheme, India, Medicaid, USA. For public housing. Services, affordable housing, rental assistance, slum redevelopment projects. Delivery, government housing boards, municipal corporations, real estate developers. Example, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, India, Section 8 housing assistance, USA. 5. Employment training. Services, skill development programs, vocational training, job placement services. Delivery, government training centers, private institutions, NGOs. Example, Skill India Mission, Job Corps, USA. 6. Personal social services. Services, child protection, elderly care, disability support, substance abuse rehabilitation. Delivery, social work agencies, NGOs, community care centers. Example, Integrated Child Protection Scheme, India, Child Welfare Services, UK. 7. Services as a result of social policy. Services, policies addressing gender equality, social justice, environmental protection. Delivery, policy implementation through government bodies, advocacy groups, civil society organizations. Example, MNREGA, Employment Guarantee in India, Affordable Care Act, USA. Administrative structure of government. The Indian government follows a federal structure where powers and responsibilities are divided between the union, central, government and state governments as per the 7th schedule of the Indian Constitution. The powers are distributed under 3 lists. Union list contains subjects under the exclusive jurisdiction of the central government. These include defense, foreign affairs, atomic energy, railways, banking, and communication. State list contains subjects under the control of state governments. These include police, public health, agriculture, irrigation, and local government. Concurrent list contains subjects where both the union and state governments can make laws, but in case of a conflict, the union government's law prevails. Examples include education, forests, marriage and divorce, and labor laws. Structure of the Indian Union government. A union executive. The union executive consists of the president, vice president, and the council of ministers headed by the prime minister. President, the constitutional head of the state, supreme commander of the armed forces, and holds executive powers. Functions on the advice of the council of ministers. Vice President, the second highest constitutional authority, serves as the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha and acts as president in their absence. Council of Ministers, headed by the Prime Minister, it includes cabinet ministers, ministers of state, and deputy ministers responsible for policy making and governance. B. Legislature. India has a bicameral legislature, meaning it consists of 2 houses. Rajya Sabha, Council of States, the upper house of parliament. Members are elected by state legislatures, and some are nominated by the president. It represents the interests of the states. Lok Sabha, House of the People, the lower house of parliament. Members are directly elected by the people. It is responsible for making laws and controlling government policies. C. A judiciary. The judiciary ensures justice, interprets laws, and upholds the Constitution. Supreme Court of India, the highest judicial authority, acts as the guardian of the Constitution. It has the power of judicial review and settles disputes between the union and states or between different states. Administrative structure at the state level. The state administration in India follows a federal structure, where each state has its own government functioning under the Constitution of India. The powers and responsibilities of the state government are defined under the state list and the concurrent list of the 7th schedule of the Constitution. At State Executive. The state executive consists of the governor, the chief minister, and the council of ministers. Governor, the constitutional head of the state, appointed by the President of India. The governor performs ceremonial duties, gives assent to bills, and appoints the chief minister and other ministers. Council of Ministers, headed by the chief minister, the real executive authority of the state. The council advises the governor and is responsible for policymaking and administration. It includes cabinet ministers, key decision-makers, ministers of state, deputy ministers. B. State legislature. The state legislature is responsible for making laws and overseeing the executive. It can be unicameral, one house, or bicameral, two houses. Legislative Assembly, Vidhan Sabha, the lower house, directly elected by the people. It plays a major role in lawmaking and approving the state budget. The chief minister and council of ministers are accountable to this house. Legislative Council, Vidhan Parishad, the upper house, present in some states. Members are elected by legislators, teachers, graduates, and the governor. It acts as a reviewing body for laws passed by the Legislative Assembly. See a judiciary at the state level. The state judiciary ensures justice and interprets state laws. High courts, the highest judicial authority in a state. It has original, appellate, and supervisory jurisdiction over lower courts and can hear cases related to fundamental rights. Subordinate courts, these include district courts, session courts, and other lower courts handling civil and criminal cases. They function under the High Court's supervision. Local level administration/local self-government in India. The local self-government in India refers to the decentralized administration at the village and urban levels. It ensures grassroots democracy by empowering local bodies to govern their respective areas. The 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendments, 1992, provided constitutional status to Panchayati Raj institutions, PRI, in rural areas and urban local bodies, ULB, in cities and towns. Panchayati Raj institutions, rural local governance. The Panchayati Raj system is a three-tier structure responsible for rural development and local governance. Gram Panchayat, village level. The lowest level of rural governance. Directly elected by the village residents. Headed by the Sarpanch, with elected members. Responsible for sanitation, water supply, rural roads, and welfare programs. Panchayat Samiti, block level. The intermediate level between Gram Panchayats and Zila Parishad. Coordinates the activities of Gram Panchayats within a block. Implements development programs related to education, health, and agriculture. Zila Parishad, district level. The highest rural local body at the district level. Oversees the functioning of Panchayat Samitis and Gram Panchayats. Responsible for large-scale development projects, district planning, and resource allocation. B. Urban local bodies, urban governance. Urban local bodies manage the administration of cities and towns. These bodies are categorized based on population size and urban development needs. Municipal corporation, for large cities. Governs cities with a population of over 1 million. Headed by the mayor, with a municipal commissioner as the chief executive. Responsible for urban planning, waste management, water supply, and transportation. Example, Delhi Municipal Corporation, Brahmbai Municipal Corporation, BMC, Greater Chennai Corporation. Municipal Council, for medium-sized towns. Governs towns with a population of 20,000 to 1 million. Headed by a chairperson, with a chief officer for administration. Provides basic services like sanitation, roads, streetlights, and health facilities. Example, Aligarh Municipal Council, Darjeeling Municipal Council. City Council/Nagar Panchayat, for small towns. Governs towns with a population between 10,000 and 20,000. Acts as a transition between rural and urban governance. Provides basic civic amenities and regulates local markets. Functions of urban local bodies. Urban local bodies perform various functions as per the 12th schedule of the Indian Constitution. Urban planning and development, preparing master plans, zoning regulations. Water supply and drainage, providing clean drinking water and sewage disposal. Public health and sanitation, managing hospitals, waste disposal, and pest control. Solid waste management, collection and disposal of garbage. Urban transport, managing public transportation and road networks. Slum improvement and housing, providing housing for low-income groups. Street lighting and parks, maintaining public spaces and roads. Education and welfare, running municipal schools, welfare programs for women and children. Revenue collection, property tax, trade licenses, and other municipal revenue sources.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in next video.